if you're not a member, and also hit them notifications to get all of my content as well as all of my videos. I want to give a shout out to the whole entire Lions Den, both basketball as well as boxing community. And also want to give a shout out to all of my subs rocking with me, my day ones, as well as my new subs too as well. I apologize, man. I am a little bit under the I ain't gonna say under the weather because it's still hot, but man, your boy not really feeling too good, man. But like I said, man, we're gonna grind through it. All right. Uh, I do have some breaking news, and while this might not mean uh, anything to some or to a lot, to some people, especially Warriors fans. To me, this is big news. Okay, as unsung MVP and unsung hero of the USA Olympics, and just this past summer, and of course, who some people regard as the goat of this era. Okay, and four-time champion, unanimous MVP. Steph Curry has signed a 1 year contract extension worth 62.6 million, according to Adrian Wojnarowski. That's going to keep him there uh, until 2026, 27. Now, um, listen, what's up with it, Alex? I know you're happy too. There was a lot of speculation as to what Steph Curry was going to do, believe it or not. Okay. There was, rumblings of him possibly joining, LeBron. And like I said, um, Steph Curry is not going to do that. Okay. Steph Curry is not going to do that. And the person that I know that really has been talking about this the most is the brother Town Biz, Sports and Entertainment. Definitely go check his channel out. Salute to Town Biz, but he has said on numerous occasions, as well as a couple of other people, that Steph Curry is not going to team up, especially with LeBron James. Well, I mean, 1 year, you at this stage of his career, Stephen, you listen. This is the reason why. Okay, it's a couple reasons, but the main reason is okay. We don't know where the franchise is going. Okay, for one, you got a Draymond Green that is hit or miss with him. Okay, because Draymond Green looks to be from what it looks like on the downslope of his career, and on top of that, he's doing pretty good in terms of media and stuff like that. So we have to look at it from that. On top of that, you have Andrew Wiggins, uh, who you don't know what you don't know what to expect from Andrew Wiggins. I mean, he's a good player and everything, but you said Steph selling his soul to the devil. That makes absolutely no sense. That makes no sense. He's not selling his soul to the devil. I mean, he's the franchise. You know what I'm saying? Despite what some people may think. I mean, let's just call it what it is. I mean, he brought four titles there, and with along with the help of Klay Thompson, along with the help of Draymond Green, that that franchise has been flipped over upside down into an upward an upward type of franchise in which he's made it a marketing entity. I mean, some people knew about Golden State. You knew about Run TMC back in the days. You knew about Rick Barry back in the days. You knew about the the Philadelphia Warriors, of course. You know what I'm saying, before the the change of everything. But in terms of what people know to as now as at one time was the city, or the Splash Town, Splash Brothers, you know what I'm saying, whatever you want to call it or whatever. I mean, he's made it a dynasty. You know what I'm saying? Along with KD for a couple years or whatever. But who do they talk about first? Regardless of what you want to say, it's Steph Curry. Okay, it's Steph Curry. So he's not selling his soul to no devil or none of that other stuff. Steph Curry could retire today. He's still going to be a Hall of Famer. Steph Curry could retire today. Guess what? He's going to be in the Warriors Hall of Fame. He's going to be first ballot all the time. They always going to know every time you talk about the Warriors, you're going to bring up Steph Curry. Okay, so you're going to have to explain what you mean. Okay, because that, to me, that doesn't make any type of sense. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, you got to realize the business the business ventures that he has there in the Bay Area. You know what I'm saying? Steph Curry is a likable guy, and I mean, what is the point of him leaving? Now I know some people are like, okay, well, yeah, go ahead and leave. There's no point in staying there because Klay Thompson had left, but I mean that doesn't him what's it called? Klay Thompson leaving. That's that doesn't really necessarily mean that Steph Curry has to leave. You know what I'm saying? Those guys, both of those guys are grown men. You know what I'm saying? And when Michael Jordan had chose to retire, was Scottie Pippen going to go ahead and just retire with Jordan? No, he was going to go ahead and make make other moves. When Jordan went to the Wizards or whatever, was Scottie Pippen going to follow Jordan to the Wizards? No, and I only bring that up because they always link your name to a certain person, and in this case, they've always linked Klay Thompson to Steph Curry. When you think of the backcourt, you think of the Warriors, you think of Steph and Klay. You know what I'm saying? Or you think of Klay and Steph, however you want to put it or whatever. But he's not selling his soul. He's not selling his soul to the devil. That makes absolutely no sense. Um, he chose to stay another year, and okay, hey, look, will they be the same as last year? We don't know. Steph is the face of Golden State, retired as a Warrior. Okay, so then what are we saying here? You know what I'm saying? And salute to my boy, Nola Boy Sports and News, the brother Nola James in the building. Make sure y'all go sub to Nola James, Nola Boy Sports and News. Happy that you pulled up, brother. Nola James been killing with the brother Ticket. Late nights, y'all could check them. I'll be up in there, man. They be having me rolling it, man. They gonna have you thinking. They gonna come with that logic. They gonna piss you off a little bit. You know what I'm saying? They gonna have you crying a little bit. They gonna have you laughing. All that in a big pot of gumbo. You know what I'm saying? That's James style, man. But salute to brother James, and salute to BJ, man. Y'all must have came, man. Y'all came in here, man. Y'all came in here on some Call of Duty action. God damn, that boy BJ done pulled up. No pun intended. The Pull Up Podcast. Definitely go pull up with the homie BJ over there at the Pull Up Podcast. Definitely dope content too as well. Both of them, him and Nola, LDBC's finest in the building, man. Salute to both of y'all. Love the work that y'all doing. Now, to get back to what I was talking about, though, right? Steph Curry did not sell his soul. Okay, he didn't sell his soul. Steph Curry is a winner. Okay, Steph Curry has done it. You know how they talk about, oh yeah, he did it. He did it the the right way and all this other stuff. Okay, yeah. he had Kevin Durant those couple years, but you got to remember he won without Kevin Durant, and he won with Kevin Durant, and he won without Kevin Durant again. Okay, listen, some people have Steph Curry as the greater player of this generation. You talk to a lot of people that I talk to, they say Steph Curry. Some people, they're going to argue with LeBron or whatever. But listen, in terms of like any GOAT status and who's ran this generation and stuff like that, Steph Curry has the argument. Now, some people going to throw their little arguments in the midst. They're going to throw Kawhi because he don't want on LeBron's watch. They're going to throw in, a couple other people that don't won, during this time. But for the most part, and throughout the 2010s, Steph Curry definitely does have the argument. And on top of that, he has the legitimate argument in terms of if you're going to have LeBron just automatically just pass up Curry like that. Well, no, you can't do that. You know why? Because not only does he have a winning record in the finals, all right, he is an all-time leader in something. And on top of that, he stayed with his franchise throughout the duration. Listen, we know about the phone call. We know about him coming over there, KD coming over there and everything like that. But think about what I said. KD came over there. It wasn't the other way around. I just did Steph versus LeBron debate. Well, see, this is the thing. I'm always gonna have Steph Curry. I'm gonna have Steph Curry above LeBron. Okay. And I know some people going to get pissed off. I don't care how you feel about it, okay? And the reason is, I know people going to bring, oh, man, well, he got all these MVPs. Well, Kobe didn't have that many MVPs, but, they have him behind Michael Jordan or whatever, and we knew what that was about. What did that have to do about? That had to do about a lot of politics. Okay, he finally was able to get his finals MVP, okay? You could make a case that two of those he got robbed, okay? And on top of that, listen, he has a winning record in the finals. Has a winning record in the finals against LeBron. On top of that, you want to talk about all-time leader in points, which LeBron is, 20 seasons, all that other stuff. Okay, well, Steph Curry was able to come in and pretty much take over Ray Allen, both Ray Allen and, Reggie Miller, all of them passed them up in less time. So, and I don't want to hear nothing about this, oh, well, if there hadn't been a three-point line, all this other stuff. Look, he can't help the generation that he came through. He could kill you through the mid-range. He could kill you through everything else. Oh, well, what position does he play? Well, he's a combo guard, okay? You said, man, if Kawhi never got hurt, oh Lord! Here we go with Kawhi. And I like Kawhi and everything, but and he would have had a case, and he kept going at the rate that he was going in San Antonio, without having a degenerative knee situation. Yes, he would have definitely had an argument. And then on top of that, we can sit up here and act like Kawhi. They didn't have Kawhi as the best player in the NBA at one point. Yes, that is a fact. However, we got to go, based on consistency. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, we got to go on resiliency too as well. Listen, a lot of these motherfuckers want to come up here and they want to talk about, oh man, Zion hurt. Oh man, AD hurt. Oh man, this person hurt. That person hurt. Oh, my neck, my back, all this other bullshit. Curry gets hurt. Guess what? He bounced back. Curry messes up his ankle, guess what? He's bounced back, and he's done that numerous of times. Okay? A lot of players wouldn't do what Steph Curry did. Let me go ahead and put this in perspective too, right? Now, y'all remember when Curry, whenever he got the record that year, and he broke the record and stuff? Remember, Steph Curry went on a slump. You know why? Because he had ended up getting injured and everything. And then when he came back from getting injured, they were like, oh, well, we don't know about Steph Curry. Oh, my God, and all this other stuff. Well, guess what? Not only was he injured and he was able to bounce back, he bounced back with a less than 100% Clay, a less than 100% Dre, and on top of that, and was playing with new pieces on the teams or whatever. They were having Steph Curry has had to deal with new pieces on the team every single time. Coming in, having to play with a DeMarcus Cousins. Coming in, having to play with a Sean Livingston. Coming in, having to play with Andre Iguodala. Coming in, having to play with a David West. You know what I'm saying? Coming in, having to play with a Zaja Pachulia. Coming in, having to play with CP3. Coming in, having to play with Jonathan Kuminga. Coming in, having to... You see my drift? You see my drift? You see my drift? What's up with it, Ted? You know what I mean? Like, do you know how, like, James, you play ball, pull up, you play ball, BJ, you play ball, okay? Steve and Chad, I'm pretty sure y'all play ball, but I'm talking about my fellas that probably don't play at a high level, semi-pro or higher. You have to establish chemistry. If you don't have no type of chemistry or any type of continuity, well, guess what? You're not. It's going to be more than likely tough for you to win or whatever. If your guy isn't 100% all the time, it's going to be tough for you to win. They were able to pull it out in 22 with a less than 100% Klay Thompson or whatever. But let's not act like he didn't have a tough year. Then on top of that, let's go ahead and let's get the personal shit, right? They had personal stuff that was going on off the court. You had that shit going on with his father, Dell, and all that other stuff that was going on and stuff like that. The media tried to do everything that they could. Well, you know, we're going to say the little media, you know what I'm saying? They tried to do everything that they could to try to create a distraction. They knew that he was going to go ahead. He knew that, you know, got the record coming, all this other stuff, about to get a fourth ring. But guess what? Steph Curry said, nah, we're not having that shit. And on top of that, you got to realize this, too. Bob Myers left, too. Hey, you say what you want about Bob Myers. Bob Myers was just as good as an architect as a guy like Jerry West was. You know what I'm saying? Bob Myers was that guy. Now, do I agree with some of the stuff that he did? Nah. But having Bob Myers in that front office, man, that was huge. Yeah, Harrison Bar. Hey, what's up with it, Jam J? I see you in the building, man. Yeah, David Lee. Yeah. David Lee. You know, it was just, man, you know, Steph Curry has had to deal with a lot. So him signing, spinning the block back to where we come back to the original point of the conversation, Steph Curry is not selling his soul to the devil by any means. 1 year, $62.6 million. Do you know what Steph Curry is doing outside of here? Hell, Under Armour, about to become, possibly, he has a chance to become the sole owner of Under Armour. He got real estate ventures going on. I think he built like a new tech center over there in Oakland or whatever. He's in the real estate. You know what I'm saying? He's a businessman outside of him. Matter of fact, when you look at him and you look at Patrick Mahomes, they on the same shit. And it's not because they light bright motherfuckers, all right? Yeah, they light bright, but they both think the same way. That's why, like, I wouldn't be surprised if Pat Mahomes didn't play like no 10, 11, 12, 13 seasons or anything like that. I wouldn't be surprised if he got a couple more rings and went ahead and bounced. You know why? Because Pat Mahomes is cerebral, right? He's thinking about, okay, life afterwards. That's what Steph Curry is doing too. Steph Curry, and on top of that, he's going to be able to move the same way, think the same way, and everything like that. Whereas if you look at like some of the average boxers and stuff like that, they're punch drunk, can barely talk. CTE, when you talk about football, all this other stuff. Nah, he want to retire good, be able to live good. You know, playing 20 plus seasons and everything. Yeah, that's great. You're gonna get the accolades and everything like that. But hell, you're not guaranteed to live another 20 years. You said Steph's ability to be great or not taken away from his teammates is the most special things about him. That's something LeBron doesn't have. Facts. Plus D. Raymond with all of his bone-headed decisions, suspension and fouling out in the final. Yeah, you talking about Draymond. Yeah, that was stupid. And like I said, you know, Nola knows I fuck with Draymond. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, does he do some stupid shit? Yeah, he do. But we'd be silly to believe that if Draymond, I'm talking about Draymond when he won the Defensive Player of the Year and all that stuff. If Draymond was to become available, man, I would have wanted him on the Sixers. A lot of teams would have wanted him. That's not to say that he'll lead a team or no shit like that, right? But he would have became available. If Draymond was a quiet guy and all this other stuff or whatever, uh, a lot of people would look at Draymond differently. And, they would either look at him really, 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 okay, well, he's just a guy. He doesn't really stand out. But think about it. His attitude and stuff like that, it could be a blessing and it could be a curse or whatever. But like I said, man, he's on the downslope of his career. Now, I want to get the BJ comment what he said. He said, Steph's ability to be great while not taking away from his teammates. Look, man, I like what BJ had just said right there, right? Steph Curry could have been a selfish dude when KD came over there and said, nah, KD, this is my squad. You're not going to get the green light. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to have full control of doing everything. You know what he said? He said, nah, go ahead. You're here. You want your ring so bad or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Hey, go ahead. It's no problem. I'm willing to sacrifice, a couple of finals MVPs or whatever, and a couple of seasons where I'm seen as the main focal point of the offense for the betterment of the team, and that's what he did. Sort of like what a Duncan did later on in his career. Sort of like what a David Robinson was able to do, because he knew that David Robinson knew that Tim Duncan was coming in young and 9'9" and everything like that. He was like, man, he's just better than me, and he had that terrible injury and everything like that. And guess what? They was able to go ahead and win a chip. Matter of fact, they won 2 chips with David Robinson. Clearly he won the same on that second chip that they won. But it is what it is. And getting back to what I was saying, Steph Curry was able to make those type of sacrifices. He was pissed off, that Andre Iguodala had won, the Finals MVP. But guess what? He never lost his composure. True the King, what's up with it, man? Make sure y'all go sub to my boy True the King. Man, True the King talk about everything, a conglomerate of everything. Hip hop, boxing, football, you know what I'm saying, everything. And on top of that, man, hey, your team right now, the New England, and yes, I'm gonna talk about football a little bit. Hey, they becoming the new Wakanda. Yeah. They got Jacoby. They got a black quarterback. How you like that? How you like that, man? You know what I'm saying? Now we got to see how he performed. But man, hey, that what's it called? Gerard. He turned it into Wakanda over there, that bitch. Sooner or later, man, they gonna run Robert Kraft out that bitch. You know what I'm saying? They gonna, man, Robert, get him out of here. Let me get some niggas in here, all right? You know what I'm saying? Let's turn it into Wakanda. You know what I'm saying? No, man. We get him out of here. You said Buddy Hield to the Warriors? I mean, Buddy Hield go everywhere, man. He becoming just a damn journeyman. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he did what he could do with us in Philly and everything, but we're not worried about that. What did I put in your mind, Jay? But now I'm serious. Like, look, they got black quarterback, black coach. They speeding up the offense. You know what I'm saying? Like, like damn, like you got a black quarterback and a black coach. Ain't that special? True, you really gonna talk your shit now. They got a black quarterback and a black coach. How you like me now, man? You know what I'm saying? He doing the same thing, with the Steelers. You know what I'm saying? You got Russell Wilson. You got what's it called? Mike Tomlin. You know. You know what I'm saying? Pretty soon, Robert Kraft, hey James, and True, and pull up everybody up in here. Ted, man, Robert Kraft gonna be like, well, what are we doing here? I'd be like, man, motherfucker Gerard gonna come up in there, man. But man, Robert Kraft, man, loosen up, motherfucker. You was over there getting a hand job the other day. He gonna be like, yeah, you're right. Come on, fellas, let's party, man. He gonna have Robert Kraft up in there, getting twerked on by Megan Thee Stallion and Glorilla and shit. You said we need a black owner, coach, and QB. That would scare white folks. Yeah, it will. Yeah, Justin Fields. Yeah, but see, that's what. Hey, and the report, man. See, that's why when guys like James and Wilkes come in, everybody like that, everybody come in. Real LDBC guys, even that nigga True. Man, I try to stay on one goddamn subject, but these niggas right here, man, they conversation is so unreal. We gonna talk about everything. We can talk about the damn trees. That nigga James, man, we'll start having a debate about trees, or we start getting in perspective about trees. But check this out, right? Like you said something key there. Justin Fields is still on Mike Tomlin's mind, and this is why. Because he came out and he basically said that the way that Russell Wilson played in preseason, he said he's still on a tight leash. He's still on thin ice. So that quarterback competition still stands. Now, this is what's going to be interesting. Brandon Ayuk from the 49ers, he went AWOL. And it's been rumored, they got until I think next Tuesday to come up with a decision. They haven't said anything. Ayuk is looking at everybody getting paid. CeeDee Lamb just got paid. They're still waiting on Jamar Chase or whatever. The Steelers, man, if they get their hands on Brandon Ayuk, man, they cooking with grease. But yeah, that quarterback position for the Steelers is not set in stone. Jaden Daniels, he's the starting quarterback over there in Washington or whatever. You said two black quarterbacks on the same. Yeah, it is a start. I would have had liked to have Trey Lance over there just so that he could learn a little bit. Like, talk about your team, Nola, the Cowboys and everything. Like I've said, like everybody wants to sit up here, they want to blame Dak and all this other stuff or whatever, or they want to get on Trey Lance about him throwing 5 interceptions. I'm gonna break both of them down. I already talked about that earlier, but like I was saying, put Trey Lance. Just go ahead, put him on a trashy ass team so that he could develop, and then watch what will happen. They did the same thing for Trevor Lawrence. They did the same thing for I would say who played on a trashy team, and then next thing you know, he was able to bring him back. I'm trying to think. Who comes to mind? I will say Tua, because Miami started to get good or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then Tua, they brought in Tua. They didn't have much faith in Tua, and then Tua was kind of able to turn it around once they was able to get some help with receivers. But the only one that stands out of my mind really is Trevor Lawrence, Sunshine. Yeah, Deshaun Watson. There you go, with H-Town. There you go. Man, Jimmy G, but he's not really an elite quarterback to me. Yeah, they were boo-boo. For a few years, yeah, they were. You know what I'm saying? And we know what that was. It was O'Brien, Bill O'Brien. But now look at H-Town. Now H-Town is a threat, James. I think at some point Justin Fields will start during the season. Yeah, he will. He might. It depends on the health of Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson ain't the same. The speed of the game has caught up to him. But H-Town is a threat. H-Town is a threat in the AFC. They if anybody's talking about the threats to the Kansas City Chiefs, it's going to be H-Town. I mean, they got something really brewing there, and I've already said that. You said 8 years? 8 years since what, JMJ? Salute to you, bro. Shout out to North Carolina. 8 years since what? So yeah, man. I don't know how I got. Yeah, listen, man. The media is gonna push as much as I like Mahomes. The media is gonna try to push for that third ring. You know what I'm saying? They got a new offensive lineman. which their offensive line hasn't really been that good as what they're trying to make it seem like. We talk about Kansas City or whatever. Their offensive line really hadn't been that good. Um, they got they had a couple of signings or whatever, and the Kansas City actually just they tweaked it a little bit, but not so much to where you're like, wow, oh my god, you know what I'm saying? None of that, you know what I'm saying? They didn't make like no Derrick Henry to Baltimore Ravens type moves or none of that. You know, they just tweaked it a little bit. They liked where they was going a little bit, and they want to keep that same nucleus or whatever. You said Houston is going to be a surprise in the AFC and can go to the AFC Championship 14-3. NC might go to the Big 12. Are you talking about Carolina? You said eight. You said oh, since you watch football 8 years, well, man, come on, man, come on back and watch it, man. Shoot, man. I mean, look, bro, I still watch football, man. Look, man. Hey, do I stand with Colin Kaepernick? I mean, yeah, for what he did and stuff like that, but man, listen, I got family members that play football. I got friends that throw football parties. You know what I'm saying? The church, that I be going to or whatever. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them want to watch the Cowboys. A lot of them want to watch the Saints. A lot of them want to watch the Philly. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got people that always asking me to play fantasy football. You know what I'm saying? I got people that want to gamble all the time. I got like my boy Cypress TV. He want to gamble on college football. So I'm not gonna stop watching football, man. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. Like man, you think I'm gonna stop? And then I got my son. You know what I'm saying? He like watching the shit. You know what I'm saying? And he play. We try to get him to play, but he's like, nah. He rather play baseball and all that. But they want to go to the game. My damn daughter want to go to a Cowboys game. So what I'm gonna say? No. You know what I'm saying? My mom, she want to go to a Steelers game. Nah, man, shit. I ain't gonna be able to stop watching it. Shit. Now, see, JMJ, if you got some, listen, JMJ saying that shit right now, right, Nola? Watch, and Ted. JMJ saying that shit right now, right? But then let one of his family members make it over there. Let's say they make it big in NC State, or they make it big over there, playing in Duke, or you know what I'm saying, or North Carolina Tar Heels or something like that, and they put that uniform on. You know what I'm saying? JMJ gonna be right there in them stairs. He'll be like, yeah. They're gonna be like, JMJ, I thought you didn't watch football. Be like, man, that's family, man. Fuck all that. No, nah, man. Shit, my daughter just like football or whatever. She ain't really got no team or nothing, but she just wants to go to a game. You said the Seahawks would be perfect for Trey. Carroll's good with QB. Yeah, man, but man, Pete Carroll, man, he be pissing me off, man. I'm still pissed off about that beast mode shit, man. Oh, you went? Oh, okay, you went to a game when they was in Washington. Yeah, they everybody talking about the Saints game. I got everybody talking about that Saints game on the 13th. Everybody talking about that Saints game. But yeah, I'm amped up. Listen, man. Right now. This season right now, I haven't anticipated to see what's going to happen this much. I would say since probably in about like 3 or 4 years, man. Since to see what was really truly about to take place. I was interested to see what was going to happen, especially when Brady came over to our squad over there at Tampa and stuff, because I was like, man, yeah, right, man. He is not going to do the unthinkable. You said I was used to old school football, straight college, NFL. CFL. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I can understand that, man. I mean, I miss the old school, era. You know what I'm saying? I like, um, line of scrimmage games. Like I actually appreciated this past Super Bowl, and besides all the them showing Taylor Swift all the damn time, you was getting on my nerves. I mean, a little bit with Ice Spice, but she thick as hell, so they could have kept her on the screen. You know what I'm saying? But they was always showing uh, Taylor Swift all the time and stuff like that. I'm like, man, y'all show Taylor Swift more than you show the damn game. But besides all that, man, I like the line of scrimmage games that they had. We already knew that the game between the Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs, that was won through the line of scrimmage. That game, uh, up until a few minutes later or whatever, and then Kansas City, Mahomes started to take over with the 49ers, and what's it called, Kyle Shanahan being predictable. That game was won through the line of scrimmage. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Taylor Swift, she alright, but Ice Spice, man, yeah, Ice Spice, she ain't got nothing on Ice Spice. I don't blame Shaquille O'Neal. You know what I'm saying? You like, man, I'm a little too old, but nah, but this season's gonna be a really, really good season, man. It's gonna be a really good season. I just want to see what's gonna happen with Jamar Chase. You said Kyle Shenanigans went away from McCaffrey. Yeah, went away from Christian McCaffrey, man. Yeah, but they're gonna have to figure out what they're gonna do with. Man, listen, man. What's his name? Legend? What's the head dude's name for the 49ers? The GM. He was at the press. I always forget his name. I start with an L or something like that. I can't pronounce his name or whatever. Man, just go over there wherever man, he could be anywhere. He probably in the pool relaxing, looking at everything going on or whatever. Man, go get him a tomahawk steak dinner. Give him anything he want. Get his ass out there on the field, man. Yeah, Lynch. There you go, John Lynch. Man, go get him. Man, go get him whatever he want, man. Get that man whatever he want. Man, buy some go get him some strippers, take him out, you know what I'm saying? Go fly him to, goddamn Puerto Rico or some shit. Yeah, man, get him, man, take him to a massage parlor, you know what I'm saying, over there in China or something. Man, do whatever you got to do to get his ass back out there on the field. That's why I brought up that movie, The Replacements. You saw what they were doing, you know what I'm saying? Man, sometimes you gotta sit down for a drink. Sit down for a drink, roll up a couple of blunts. It'd be like, hey, look, Brandon, don't tell nobody that we did this, all right? You know what I'm saying? He'd be like, all right, John. Smoke a couple of blunts with him, laugh, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, go fishing. You could do whatever you want on a fishing trip. He'd be like, man, don't they drug test? He's like, don't even worry. I got you covered. He'll shake out this little pill bottle. Oh, okay, all right, we good. He ain't gonna act like Ethan Hawke on Training Day talking about, oh my God, they're gonna drug test. I just smoked some drugs. I just smoked PCP. What are they gonna do? And Denzel was like, don't even worry about it, man. You know what I'm saying? The reports don't come in until a certain time. Yeah, you'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man, you got to do what you got to do, man, to keep your best guy on the field. You see what happened, but there is a big but to that. If they sign him, it's going to be expectation. But you need IU, because if you don't have Debo, I mean, who you going to turn to? Who you gonna turn to? You know, so I mean, we got to look at it. We got to look at something. You know, some things like that. You know what I'm saying? If my mindset is to, I don't want, I don't want a receiver. I don't want none of these guys coming into the season disgruntled. None of them. I don't want none of them being disgruntled. I'm gonna do everything that I can to take care of those guys so that we can get back to the winning formula. They got the winning formula. So, but I'm gonna spin the block. Shoot, hell, I'm gonna spin the damn neighborhood and come back to what we originally talked about. Talking about Steph Curry. I'm glad he signed the extension. Now, what he's gonna do going forward after that extension is up, that's left up to him. You know, him and Sonya Curry. You know what I'm saying? Welcoming a new one into the world. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things. You said CBS or Fox Football. I was used to Pat Summerall, John Madden, or NFL Al Michaels. Oh man, you taking it back, man, way back, way back. Those are some good commentators too, man. Do I think this is Steph Curry? Oh, absolutely not. Now, that's a good question too, Jan. I think with the emergence of, because I like Jonathan Kuminga. I don't think a lot of people look at Kuminga. Jonathan Kuminga can hoop, man. Like, Jonathan Kuminga can get to the rack, bruh. You hear me? Jonathan Kuminga can get to the rack, and he got moves. Like, he knows how to finish. You know what I'm saying? Like, he needs to work on his jumper. There's been some times where he'll hit like 4 straight jumpers and everything, pull up and everything, but he's not really a shooter. And I like his assertiveness on defense, and he plays pretty good in transition. What's good about Jonathan Kuminga is that he can actually emerge and be that next guy. I could see that happening with Jonathan Kuminga on the perimeter. He could get by a lot of guys. I mean, when he played against like SGA and guys like that, Jonathan Kuminga was hooping. You know what I'm saying? But the question is are they going to be able to? Can Steph Curry? He might look like he's still 30 or 29, but we got to remember Steph Curry is almost 40 years old. So he's looking like, okay, what are we going to do? I'm 36, about to be 37. You know what I'm saying? Like, what we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, we got Clay gone. You know what I'm saying? Clay done went to Dallas. Shoot, he might have put them over the hump for a championship. You know what I'm saying? He over there hooping. That's kind of the piece that they needed to fill a void, and they needed they need a healthy Derek Lively. I'm not going to say that. And they need a Kyrie to step it up. And fuck all that, pressure getting to me type shit. You know what I'm saying? You want to have that smoke. You need to do what your idol did, Kobe did. Love those boos. Love those boos in Utah. Love those boos in Colorado. Love those boos in Philly at the All-Star game. That's what you need to love. Don't fold up on the biggest stage under pressure. That's why I don't like when anybody, oh, he got a Mamba mentality. Oh, he got a Mamba mentality. No, it turned into a mama mentality. Mommy, you want to fold under pressure? Man, get your ass off the floor. Klay Thompson ain't got no mama mentality. That's why he got 4 rings. You said Steph can win 2 more finals. I think he can. Then you can never, ever put LeBron above him. You can't. Can't even do it now. You know, listen, listen. That'd be like me and James. We playing 1-on-1, and overall, James has gave me work 10 games all time to 2, and they tell, well, you know, straight is better. Straight is better than Nola, and you looking like how? Nigga, I done beat your ass. Nigga, I beat your ass 10 games to 2. And I also beat your ass the last 4 games. Yeah, but I got 2 wins and I made some good moves and I made you pop like popcorn and all that other stuff. Did you win the goddamn game? No. That's the same thing that they try to do with LeBron and Curry. Oh, well, you know, LeBron didn't have this guy and he didn't have that guy and this happened and that happened. No. Who won more than the other? Because if LeBron had a winning record against Steph Curry, I guarantee you all of those guys would be up in there. Oh, well, he hardly beat LeBron, or he got a winning record against him. You see what I'm saying? You can't have it both ways. What's up, Andre? I see you in the building. Oh, yeah, 76 in the house. 76 is in the house, man. Don't get me started on them. I just rinsed you up, Andre. I seen you been coming, showing love. But that's what I'm saying, though. You can't justify any of that shit. Like, you can't put LeBron above Duncan when Duncan has a winning record in the finals. Then he got 5 rings. You can't put him above Kobe. You can't put LeBron above Kobe because not only did Kobe repeat, he three-peated. And on top of that, he has a winning record in the final. And on top of that, he did it alone. And on top of that, he did it with the same organization. Had plenty of times when he could have left. He said, hey, at one time, hey, it's either Shaq or me. Then when they were Leonard, they were going through a tumultuous time and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Through that period of 01 all the way up until like 08, 09 or whatever. He was like, look, I'm tired of this shit. Get some people around me that can win. But guess what? He stayed there. What Nola say, you know what I'm saying? Got it out the mud. It's nothing left to say. Like Roddy Ricch say. You feel me? So I'm just saying, you can't, like, we have to look at that sort of thing. 4 and 6. You know what I'm saying? 4 and 6. Steph is what? 4 and 2, if I'm not mistaken. And against LeBron, he has a winning record against him. Right. So what are we talking about here? Why do you get in your feelings, in your emotion, when I say that Steph Curry, I'm not saying that Steph Curry is the GOAT, but I only say that, but I'm like, if you're going to sit up there and you're going to skip Kobe and you're going to call LeBron the GOAT, then hold on, wait a minute now, you know, because y'all were arguing about Duncan with Kobe and stuff. When Kobe and Duncan, they both had 5 rings, right? So why isn't this legitimate argument? Why do y'all get emotional when we bring Steph Curry into the deal? Because the last time I checked, he beat LeBron, you know, in the finals on multiple occasions. Okay, who cares about Kevin Durant? It don't matter if he had Kevin Durant or not, okay? I know he had a juggernaut or whatever, but if he would have lost, then guess what? Then it would have been the biggest fumble of the bag in NBA history. Just like they were saying that the biggest fumble of one of the bags is when KD went over there with James Harden and when he went over there with Kyrie. So, but if they would have won, then guess what? Oh, well, he had a super team. You can't have it both ways. And on top of that, LeBron built a super team over there in Miami. So what are we saying here? And on top of that, he going everywhere, bouncing here, bouncing there. Nigga, stay in one goddamn place. That's why you got to have a respect for a Curry. He's like, look, I'm staying home. I'm going to smoke my blunt with Aisha. You know what I'm saying? Walk around the house butt naked, smoking a blunt, chilling. Have them marching around. My kids while running around in the backyard and shit. You know what I'm saying? We don't need to keep moving. We ain't no goddamn military. No, I'm staying here. I got my pool. I got my barbecue grill. I got my 3, 4, 5 different cars. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we finna have a party over here, Steph. Nah, I'm throwing a party over here. Shit, we got barbecue. We got flat screen. Got the drone. You know what I'm saying? Come on over here. Got DJs that come over here. You know what I'm saying? Got bedrooms in case you want to chill. You know, bed and breakfast, all that other bullshit. Come on. Shit, I'm not going nowhere. You see, Jordan wanted to leave. Man, Jordan said, look, I'm staying here. I ain't going on. I ain't teaming up with Larry. I ain't teaming up with Magic. None of that. You think Magic wanted to go? No, I love Tinseltown. Shit, I love the porn capital of the world. You know what I'm saying? No pun intended. We know what happened, all that other bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You think Worthy wanted to leave? Nah. He man like, nah, I love LA. Fuck that. But my point is Steph, why you want to leave? No, well, man, no, I gotta go. I gotta go to Miami. I gotta go here. Nigga, stay your ass there. Run it back. Look, I'm a little mad at Ant right now, right? I'm a little mad at Ant-Man. But one thing I appreciate about Ant, nah, I'm running it back. You think A-Rod gave up and shit like that? No, he said, I'm going to take over this organization. They went 2 straight years when they lost in the first round. Then they went to the Western Conference Final, Minnesota. Ant-Man like, nah, we'll be back. Ant-Man in the gym. I know Ant-Man, he said what he said. I'm mad at the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? He had no business saying what he's saying. But I do appreciate Ant-Man and his work ethic. He just need to shut the fuck up and get back on the court and play. But that's what you need. You know what I'm saying? Somebody I'm going to run it back with. I'm running it back with Cat. I'm running it back with Rudy Gobert. I'm running it back with my people. Everybody, oh, no, I'm mad. I would trade the whole team, all this other bullshit. That's what they did back in the old school days. It takes a while for you to build shit up. Even when they were building that team around Kobe. How they let you cheat? Yeah, you know, you got losing rat. Look, man, that's what I'm saying. Look, I don't believe he taking steroids, and I don't believe, you know what I'm saying? Now, I do believe, you know, the refs do play a big factor in everything, but let's just say this motherfucker was up in there, you know, find the vein and all that other shit, or, you know, he got somebody poking him, you know what I'm saying, pause, you know, back there and everything, pause. It'd be like goddamn Ryan Garcia. You had to take all these goddamn steroids, but you still couldn't knock Devin Haney out. You had to get loaded up with steroids just to even try to attempt to beat him, and you still couldn't knock him out. Last time I checked, Ivan, he knocked out, and God rest his soul, Carl Weathers, but he killed Apollo in the ring on Juice. That's what you were supposed to do, but you still couldn't stop him. He still got up. So swinging it back down out of LeBron, like what James was just saying, you taking all these goddamn steroids and stuff like that. You supposed to be a monster and all this other shit, right? You know what I'm saying? But you still got a losing record and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I don't trip on no damn stuff, nigga. You can take as many steroids as you want, but it makes you look even more bad if you losing. If you was that great, you know what I'm saying, then you would be dominating. So I don't care about all that steroid stuff or whatever. And you know, steroids ain't gonna make your game no better than what it is. It ain't gonna add no footwork. It ain't gonna add no better shot. It ain't gonna add no up and under. It ain't gonna add no spin moves. It ain't gonna add no counters. It ain't gonna add it. It's not gonna add no better handles and none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? It just might give you a little bit more energy and all that other stuff. But guess what? Newton's law: for every action is an opposite and unequal reaction. Always remember that, aka side effects. You know what I'm saying? Side effects. It could be affecting you in a multitude of ways. It could fuck with your hair. You know what I'm saying? Everybody always talk about, oh man, I'm losing my hair. Oh my God, and all this other shit, man. What are you putting in your system? What you doing on a daily basis? You jacking that shit up in your system and shit like that? Oh man, I can't get it up, man. Damn, man, my dick won't get hard. Da, 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 da. Well, what you putting in your system? Yeah, man, my wife, man, she cheated on me, man. Da, 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 da. What was shit? What you putting in your system? Oh man, she said, man, I'm Earth, Wind, Jim down there, man. I'm like a spaghetti and shit like that. Well, what you putting in your system? You know what I'm saying? Oh man, damn, man, I can't move. I'm having these back pains. Oh man, shit, what's wrong with my kidneys, man? What's wrong with my bladder? What's wrong with this? What's wrong with that? Da da da. Nigga, what you putting in your system? Oh yeah, man, the baseball player died in his sleep. This guy died in his sleep. That guy, man, he was only 50-something years old. That guy was only 40-something years old. This guy was 38. Da 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 da. What you putting in your system? You understand what I'm saying, James, Ted, Stephen, everybody? Anybody that has played sports or whatever, you have encountered guys that have put that shit in their system. I knew guys that snorted lines. I knew guys that shot up. I knew guys that did this, did that, or whatever. Next thing you know, man, you have a guy on the field, they trying to resuscitate him like Bronny James. And I'm not saying Bronny James that did that or whatever, but you had motherfuckers on the field that was doing that type of shit. Nigga, live clean. Do it the right way, man. You know what I'm saying? Your body is what God created. Get in that motherfucker and get in the lab. That's why they created a lab. That's why they created a gym. That's why they created a weight room. That's why they created a treadmill. That's why they created a punching bag. That's why they created these tools. Why you want to sit up there and load all this shit up in your body and shit like that? Bitch, if you ain't got no big booty, nigga, man, just love the booty that you got. Bitch, if you ain't got no big titties, love the big titties that you got. Nigga, if you ain't got no rock hard abs or, you know, no chest or no muscles or nothing like that, work for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Your frame ain't gonna be, everybody ain't gonna be a Ronnie Coleman or Arnold Schwarzenegger. Or, you know what I'm saying? A goddamn Craig Munson and Carrao and all this other shit. Your frame is your frame, nigga. If you a 5'7" nigga, if you a 5'7" nigga that only weigh 120 goddamn pounds and you don't have no muscle, nigga, God didn't make you like that. If you a 6'4" nigga, you know what I'm saying, that weight 300 pounds or some shit like that, but you ain't got no muscle, but you just mainly fat or whatever, you could probably lose the weight or whatever, but it's probably not in your genetics. All this shit that you see, you know, like with Zion and all this other stuff, you're like, oh, well, I could do that. Man, Zion get paid millions of dollars, man. And you don't know what you put in your system. Hold on. You said LeBron, for an example, team to team for losing. Yeah, he did. Back in the day, died of using steroids. Yep, he did. Lyle Lozado in football. He sure did. You said not LeBron, trade after trade. Yeah. I think a heart attack lies out of straight. Yeah. I mean, look, you put your body. Listen, the way that your body. I was telling Ted this earlier, and everybody knows this. The way that your body is gonna grow is if you put it through stress. Steroids, yeah, it will make your body grow, but like I said, there's gonna be side effects. Nigga, you ain't gonna have no side effects if I'm eating good grass-fed beef or wild caught salmon or eating fruits and vegetables and stuff like that. Man, back in ancient Greece and ancient times, you know that they did live longer. That's why the body. And I'm not a doctor. I want everybody to know I'm not no doctor. I ain't no physician or anything like that. This is all for entertainment purposes only. But I'm going to tell you this, all right? The body was genetically inclined to live 120 years. Back in the day, they used to live longer than that. But you got all these chemicals, all these packaged-ass foods, all these, you know, these steroids. Oh, yeah, I want to, man, you know what? Let me put this. I be seeing these motherfuckers in the weight room. They be like, yeah. They be having, they bottles be motherfucking pink, looking like goddamn some fucking cream ass lemonade. They be putting all that shit up in there and stuff like that. But then, you know, when it get time, you get ready to get that fuck action, to lay that pipe or whatever, you're like, damn, what's going on? Yeah, because you putting all that shit up in your goddamn system and shit, or, you know, getting all these testosterone shots. You could naturally boost your testosterone by natural foods. You could naturally boost your testosterone by intermittent fasting. Oh, no, man, I got to get it quick. You know what I'm saying? Stop all that, man. So, yeah, like a restroom, out of order. Out of order. What do you say on New Jack City? Your services are no longer needed. You know what I'm saying? That shit, you know, speaking of New Jack City, man, shit, some of these bitches, man, they get on all this goddamn, nip and tuck stuff. They be up in there looking like, you know, a prom queen 1 minute. Next thing you know, they looking like a prom fiend. You know what I'm saying? Chris Rock said, man, yeah, prom queen. Now you ain't nothing but a prom fiend. That's what they look like. You know what I'm saying? All that nip and tuck and shit like that. Man, look at Serena Williams. Man, Serena Williams, man, what did Eddie Murphy say about Oprah on Nutty Professor? He was like, yeah, Oprah, there wasn't nothing wrong with Oprah. Oprah was a fox. You know what I'm saying? That's the same thing as Lil' Kim. Man, Lil' Kim was fine, nigga. I mean, her goddamn eyebrows was big than a motherfucker, but other than that, we can work with that shit. She looked better than what she look like now. Looking like a goddamn mutant. Fucking Serena Williams, they didn't recognize me, bitch. I wouldn't recognize your ass either. Shit. Goddamn, man, what? You Serena? What the fuck? Goddamn, nigga, you look like a reincarnated avatar predator or some shit, man. I don't know who the fuck you is. You don't know whether you want to be white, Latino, Mexican. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what the hell you want to be. You know what I'm saying? You went for y'all trying to follow the Michael Jackson deal and Sammy Sosa. Man, I don't know you, but all I know is, man, your ass look horrible now. Shit, man, fuck all that. You know, like, and niggas be wanting to say, I got respect for Serena, man, but goddamn, Serena. I'm like, damn, why don't you be like Venus? You know, Lil' Kim, you know, look like goddamn futuristic Miss Piggy and shit. Yeah, man, what the hell you be doing, man? All these, like Erica Mena, like, she up in there, like, damn, I don't even recognize Erica Mena. I'm like, damn, man, you look like an alien. Man, bro, like, no, man, why don't you be natural with your shit? But, I mean, my point is why you got to put all this shit in your system? Man, some of these people, parents, no wonder some of these people, parents, man, they look at you, they just like, oh, Lord, they be crying and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, my grandmama, you know what I'm saying, God rest her soul, she had dementia and Alzheimer's and stuff like that. But, like, let's say your, grandfather, grandmother, they have dementia or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You're going to make it worse because, they already can't recognize, who anybody is. But if Lil' Kim or Serena Williams walk in or something like that, like, hi, grandma, they probably start crying because they're like, ah! And then she'll be like, my grandmother, she don't recognize me. Well, duh, bitch, you don't look nothing like you used to. Shit, I wouldn't recognize your ass either. They'd be like, yeah, this is my sister. You go to a black family reunion, you be like, yeah, I tell James, yeah, this is my sister, Lil' Kim. He'd be like, the fuck, y'all related? Like, and that's what motherfuckers be thinking. But you like, goddamn, and then you show them a baby picture of what you used to look like. I'm like, damn, what happened to you? God damn, man. Like, for real, man. She better not ever try to roast nobody. She better not have no celebrity roast or anything. Could you imagine if Cat Williams came on that motherfucker? Man, Cat Williams would have you throwing up. Man, could you imagine if Bernie Mac was still alive? Oh my God. Yeah, man, he would make that bitch go into seclusion. Yeah, she gonna keep it real. Shit, and then if you know, especially about the babies, they'd be like, that ain't my baby. No, go take that where you came from. You know, you might want to go ahead and do a little swab of the cheeks and all that, you know what I'm saying, in your mouth and everything, go get a DNA test. Go, I don't know if that's you know what I'm saying? But yeah, hey man, I gotta go ahead and get up out of here, man. I appreciate everybody pulling up, man. Special shout out to the brother Nola James for gracing us with his presence. I will be opening up the panel pretty soon here, man. Got a lot of things that I'm working out right now. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the brother Pull Up Podcast, BJ showing love to the channel too as well. Ted, JMJ, Andre. Stephen Green, definitely go sub to Stephen Green channel, and the brother, you know, Andre, everybody, man, everybody that came through, Alex, everybody that showed love, man. I appreciate y'all coming through. Make sure y'all like the video, share it, subscribe, hit them notifications too as well. Until then, man, straight to the point, sports and entertainment. Shouts out to the whole entire Lions Den basketball and boxing community. Until then, man, I'm out.